So I'm out on a little solo walk. I say little, probably going to do like an hour's walking. Now it is slightly cooler than yesterday. Well, from the last couple of days, today is definitely a lot cooler, but it is still a little bit warm. I can tell it's slightly cooler because when I came back home from my walk earlier this morning, I didn't have to have an immediate cold shower and then like wait a bit and put fresh clothes on. I could just be back. I could just come back and it'd be better. And I thought the best thing I need to do when I go to Fort William next week is sort of like breaking my other trainers a bit that I knew. Because like if I get to Fort William and I don't want to be breaking my trainers in when I'm there, I want to be having worn them a little bit and then get to Fort William. And my dad's right about something. I need to probably get some more better standard trainers, because if I'm buying trainers and they're lasting what, like 2-3 months, and then I'm buying another pair, then I need to think about like getting some that are more durable and potentially where the grip is at the bottom, but it isn't like loads of tiny little grips. It's like just like less so. I mean, the highest it's going to get to today is 28. Okay, I've got a feeling. Yep. Oh yeah, you've got to cross to that bit and go across the other side. The thing is, I don't want to, with new trainers, you can't really be like, right, I'm going to go do like 60 miles in them or whatever. You can't really do that. I guess at some point will I end up getting like really hot and sweaty. Hopefully not. I can tell though that my other trainers are worn out though, because these are just walking like they should be. And at some point I will get some new work trainers for work. But I'm just thinking, if I'm going in on Tuesday and just working one shift, then I'll just wear the pair I've got and then keep them in the locker, but then until I get another new pair of trainers, then bin them, take the new ones to work, then bin them. Because it's kind of pointless buying a brand new pair to then be off for like 2 weeks. It's a bit stupid. I was going to go out earlier, but the dogs just would not stop barking, playing whatever. So I was playing for probably a good 2 to 3 hours at least. Let's see how many people I see walking. I'm going to walk down to Elland, walk to Morrison's. But I was saying to people at work, there's a difference between Scotland and England, that when the weather's good like this, people in Scotland will go outside, because it's like, oh, it's really good and good weather and all, we have to utilise it before we go out. And then when you get to England, it's as if people are scared of the weather. They're like, oh no, we have to stay inside, oh no, we have to drive everywhere. One thing I do need to pay attention to is, if I'm doing my walking, etc., is how long it takes me to fully knacker the trainers out. So it sounds a bit sad, but if I write them down, write a date down, like, okay, June the 27th, 2026, and then I'm like, all right, that's and what date they're finally fully done, then write it down. Sometimes in the past I have done like 8-9 mile walks in like in the first time. What I need to do is like lift my feet up and not drag them, because that kind of encourages your grip to like go then. I have noticed though with my X-Brazers, there is the grip that you have at the back. It's just grips, whereas like on the X Ultras which I've got, it's like not that way. It's just in the middle. It just goes to the back, like the way actual heel is, and then it just stops. And it's like if you just went up and down with a line, up down, up down, up down, and it's that sort of shape. Oh my god, 6:27. Oh yeah, they are definitely better. So when it comes to going to Southport in September, I think I kind of realise with like, if I am, what is the fucking point of that? What is the point? It's meant to be in your house. What is the point? I've got to find everybody. Unless, I suppose, you stick your face in it. Is that kind of the idea? I kind of didn't want to wear my newer trainers during the heat wave, but it's certainly cooler today. Certainly cooler, and it's certainly better. And I was in Pound Stretcher yesterday, and there's a guy I see every now and then. He's probably about, I'd say mid-20s, and it's like, you have some weird football t-shirts. I'm like, not really. I collect shirts. Oh, there's somebody coming down. Because I was in a New York City shirt, but really from a distance it looks like a Manchester City shirt, but it's just the badge that says New York City instead. It was like, oh, please tell me that's not a Man City shirt. And I'm like, well, it isn't actually. It's a New York City badge, the New York City team in the MLS. I kind of do want to get another what do you call it, F1 team shirt. But I was like, well, which one do I get? Like, I kind of like the look of the Audi one. I mean, they're not the best team, but I kind of like the look of it. And there's also as well, like, I've got 3 McLaren and I've got 1 Red Bull. Right, what I'm going to do is walk to this shop here. I think because I've been so used to walking in knackered trainers, I think my feet might have just not got in a position they should be in. But I want to still wear my other ones until they're fully done, like fully knackered, whatever. Then they go in the bin. So I'll get a drink from here, walk into Elland, walk to Morrison's, and then I'll probably just walk back home, because it is going to get hotter than this later on. I mean, like, the hottest time is going to be like in a couple of hours. So I think because it's been so freaking warm, this feels quite toned down. Anyway, I'm gonna have the video up, go in the shop. No, I'm not. Nope. This is where people can't work out what they're doing. People, what are we doing? Right. So this is where I wrap the video up because people can't work out what's going on. So I'm going to help them by doing that. So thanks for watching for now, and goodbye.